this guy, they interviewed him. The Quality Learning Center has now been interviewed.
The YouTuber that was making the claims, you were here earlier today. I came here at 1 o'clock. You were here. Where are you now? You claim we're closed. You claim we're fraud. Where are you? Why are you not here right now? It's like,
why aren't you recording us while we're putting on this obvious performance to look like we're not defrauding? You've got to be fucking retarded. Like, how are you fucking, like, how can you be this retarded? This is crazy.
you're trying to.
It still says learning. Look at it. It's like, dude, this is out of like fucking Reno 911 or Portlandia or something. It's like, I'm trying to think of another like satire show. It's like, this is the, you know, the Parks Department at like Parks and Recreation. That's like the dumb person, right? It's like Zoolander 3. You know, Derek Zoolander gets appointed to be governor of Minnesota.
Put out a certain message about a certain group. I'm not going to make that claim. I don't want to make that claim without me knowing him personally, but that's what it seems like he's doing.
Oh, okay. So it's all about you being Somalian. Right, of course. That's the real problem. So you know what's funny about this is that according to that other video, you got roached out by your own guys. So I don't think anybody's making this about every Somalian when a lot of the whistleblowers are also Somalians. They're saying, hey, you know, this is fucking ridiculous. I gotta say something about this. Just total bullshit.
His front. Where are you right now? He was here earlier. He was recording us. We had no issue with it. We told him, hey, just get off our property. You can record. No, he's not here. He came outside of those hours.
What does it say here? The Quality of the Learning Center says YouTuber Nick Shirley dropped by hours before the center was over. A sign on the door says it's open from 2 to 10 p.m. We witnessed about 20 kids get dropped off Monday afternoon, days after the YouTuber accused them of not having any kids. Anybody who believes this stuff is the kind of person who would have been naturally selected. But we live in such a safe society, they're multiplying. That's what's happened. So if you actually believe this, like, what are we doing? Krassenstream believes it. He doesn't believe. They are lying retards. This is why you can't debate and argue with these people. They will look at somebody that gets caught for fraud, who then stops doing the fraud, and then say, see, it didn't happen. That's the way they think. And why do they think like that? Because they don't want it to be true. They're not logical. They're not rational. They don't look at what makes sense. They come to a conclusion, and then they work backwards to justify it. Even if it's true, there's still no windows and the glass is blacked out. And the shit got shut down. And they can't spell the fucking sign. And they locked them out. And they wouldn't give her the ability to even sign the kid up. They didn't even give the paperwork. And they opened a door and there was nobody there. There was no crying babies or anything like that. They think with their emotions, not ready. They're so fucking stupid. It's amazing. It's crazy. Such dishonest people. Absolutely.
Outside of those hours and then claim, hey, they're closed and they're still making money. They're using taxpayer money to work. And it's like, you don't come outside of operational hours and then say they're using taxpayer money. That was completely false. As you can see, we're open Mondays through Thursdays, 2 to 10 p.m. He was here earlier. I don't see him right now. So it's like, are you trying to record that we're doing fraud, or are you trying to put the Somali name and the fraud in the same sentence?
This shit is not gonna work, guys. Like, y'all gotta stop doing this. This shit is so embarrassing. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You had it happen. But wait, I put the cookie back. Why aren't you... Wait, shouldn't you be happy because I just put a cookie in the cookie jar? No, bro, you took it out earlier. What do you mean?
That's what really hurt us the last couple of days. We're open. We've been open. We haven't closed. We've been open for eight and a half years now. We haven't closed once during that period. So I want to touch on that first. The second thing is, which is...
Doesn't that mean that the violations were then not actually done properly? Because if they had that many violations and they never got closed in order to fix and solve the violations, then I feel like also that's really just another indictment on the federal government or the state government. They haven't missed a paycheck. I bet they haven't missed a paycheck. It's interesting how kids, after there were no kids there, but now 20 kids show up for daycare, even after a person who lives there says he's never seen any kids go in or out of the building. 2 people said that. It was the guy that was doing the interview with him, and then also the random guy on the street. So at a certain point, you have to really wonder what's going on here. And then especially whenever another news station did like a camera outside of one of these places, and it showed that they were billing the state for like 100 kids, and there were 3 kids that came in. It still says luring, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Kind of laughable is the sign. We messed up the sign. We paid somebody to do our sign. He incorrectly did it. We're having him work on it. We paid him to correct the sign. He said it'll be done by this week. So by the end of this week, our sign will be fine.
The sign's going to be fine by the end of the week. I wonder how long it's been not fine.
Third thing, which is the fraud claim. There's no fraud going on whatsoever. Kids come to us. Clients come to us. Their parents come to us. They're here daily. They leave on time. They come on time. There's no fraud going on whatsoever.
There's no fraud. Okay, well.
Where those claims came from, I mean, if a group of people does fraud, you don't paint the brush with everyone in that group.
You're doing that. Nobody else is doing that until you started doing it. No, see, you don't understand. No, see, they hate everybody that's Somalian. No, we didn't all do it. No, of course not. But, like, you want to go after everybody, but, like, because you're racist because you're saying we all do it. No, we're not saying that. Well, why are you saying all of us do it? Oh, my God. Not once did a YouTuber say anything about all Somalian. Yeah, it's crazy that people just will let themselves be lied to whenever they agree with something. It's so embarrassing. People like this used to try to be friends with tigers back in the day, and these problems would solve themselves. But nowadays, we have to let these people run wild and they can vote. I keep telling you guys, we need to stop people from voting. We do. We got to stop them from voting.
Don't say, hey, there's a group of people that are Somali that are doing fraud. Say, hey, every single Somali must be part of fraud. No, we're business
Nobody's saying that.
owners.
You're business owners? Yeah, that's the problem. That's the entire problem.
Being a business owner is extremely tough. Trying to raise kids that are not yours, that are others, is extremely tough as well. But then for people to come and go like, hey, they're not really working, they're just taking free money. If any of us have children here, raising children is not easy. Trying to help them with schoolwork, trying to build their manners is not easy work. So when somebody comes and does that, it's really disheartening in the community itself. As Minnesota, as Somalis, as people that own this business for 8 years now, we do nothing but to uplift the community, uplift our children, uplift one another, uplift non-Somalis, uplift Somalis, to make a better community for all of us.
Exactly. That's the problem, is that you guys try to take money, act as a racial interest group, and then not assimilate, not become part of America, but become an enclave inside of a host nation and be as parasitic as you possibly can be. This is it. We got to send these people back. We do. We got to send them back. Like, this is crazy. It's insane. And any of them having fraud, we got to say, yo, bro, leave your shit here. We're keeping it. That's our shit.
When somebody comes in and says, hey, they're not doing it, it's just like if he would have came during operational hours and there's no one here, okay, you got a point. He came, I think it was 11 a.m. Obviously, there's no cars in the parking lot. If you look around, there's cars now. Yeah, because our employees are here.
Wow. I can't believe that. So let me get this straight again. So after there was an investigation into this, you had people come to the place? Oh my God.
Our clients are here. But don't come.
I've seen 7-year-olds gaslight better than this.
At 10 a.m. They're like, hey, their door's not open. Obviously, our door's not going to be
You
open.
can tell he's lying.
We're not open 10 a.m.
It's not even about telling somebody's lying. I mean, it's obvious this is happening. There's so many other points on the graph that show this. Like, anybody that's believing this is a retard. It is. They're complete fucking retards.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on!
Come on.
Yes!
No, bro.
Yes!
Wow. Minnesota healthcare company run by Mohammed. But if you say Mario, it's ridiculous.
Well, it was weird. I was looking at my claims and I saw this company called Community
Mohammed Squared?
Care Partners in there, and I was like, who are these people?
They were billing her Medicaid.
Day after day,
Billing a lot.
180.
$180. That's a lot of money. That's big money. Turn it up a little bit.
$90.
Week after week,
Same thing.
month after month.
Until you saw their name on your insurance billing, had you ever heard of this company?
No, this company, Community Care Partners, has never worked with me in any way, shape, or form.
And they're
Like,
just
who are
billing
you?
her
I don't know
over
who
and
you
over.
are.
Who are Community Care Partners?
It's because they don't have surnames, so they use their grandfather's name as a surname? Really? Huh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Their website says they provide ARMS. ARMS is the acronym for Adult Rehabilitative Mental Health Services, a Medicaid program overseen by the Minnesota Department of Human Services that helps an individual develop and enhance psychiatric stability.
I've never received any type of armed services.
Online,
So they're charging her for shit she didn't even do.
Community Care Partners solicits referrals with very detailed information requested. The exact info you'd need to start billing someone's Medicaid.
It's my last one.
When you click on Meet Our Team, you get a page with no information.
Oh!
It does say, find us at our working location in St. Anthony.
What about
Let's see if Community Care Partners is actually here.
So Care 11 set out to do just that.
This is the address. It says it's Suite 312.
We found a small sign on a door and a
Okay.
mailbox, but no one answered.
Doesn't look like anybody's actually here. It's 1:45, so we're in the middle of the day during business hours.
Yeah, sure.
The Secretary of State
So
website.
it's 1:35. Oh, guys, wait a minute. I already know what, the idiots on Twitter are going to say. Oh, well, they were out during lunch. You went during lunch in order to make them look bad. And I'm sure you also had them, you infiltrated their system and charged this woman a bunch of times also to make them look bad.
listed a manager. When Care 11 contacted her, she provided evidence that she
Siesta?
sold
No,
the
that's
business
somewhere
in
else.
December 2023.
That's going to be the
That
ones in
sale
Texas.
happened before the ghost billing to Erna's insurance started, and the timing raises even further questions. State Medicaid data reveals Community Care Partners billed just $20,000 in 2022 and $10,000 in 2023.
Okay, so kind of
However,
losing business.
In 2024, under
This is like one of those things where like they're comparing the size of planets, right? And it's like, okay, if you think the sun is big, there's like this other planet that's like fucking, like it's like the sun's like 1 pixel next to this planet, right?
new ownership, the company's Medicaid billing didn't just grow, it exploded by nearly 7,000% to more
That's more than Diablo Immortal. This is serious.
than $700,000.
Wow.
And at least in Erna's case, the money was paid when no services were provided.
To be blunt, you feel like fraud was committed?
Oh, absolutely. There's no way it was not committed.
Eventually, Care 11 received an email from one of the current
Over $1 trillion, I think we lose every year to fraud that benefits primarily low-income immigrants and illegals. And also citizens, too. Like, there are some native-born... It's not like all the immigrants are doing everything bad. There's also our citizens are also doing bad shit, too.
owners.
At least
Mohammed
think about that,
who
$trillion.
refused to participate in an interview, but acknowledged fraudulent billing. He
Yeah.
wrote that when they learned of a client's allegations, we immediately conducted an internal review and, that same day, terminated the staff member involved.
Ah, for sure, right? And then you rehired him the day after.
But first things first, I'm actually so shocked that Trump is attacking us. I think Trump should be thanking us in multiple
what?
ways, and I'm going to explain.
For what?
First things first, I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like.
You're right. The only problem is that we have to pay for it. No, it's a great point. Like, you should look at the way that Somalians live in Minnesota and realize that that should be you. That should be you. No, it's a great point. Yeah. No, this should absolutely be you. 100%.
Like Somali Americans, and it's making me sad and it's funny. Like I know Somali who are very funny. We're like the class clan who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful.
Valedictorian, isn't the IQ of Somalia like in the 60s over there? Like, what do you mean valedictorian? I don't know about that.
I take multiple trips a year to Minnesota, and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-only, like, Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of, and it's...
That's what I was saying. There's scams everywhere. Scams everywhere. It's not just one. It's not like daycare is the only place. Well, what do y'all think the probability is that the daycare is the only place they're scamming, right? I mean, really, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We really think that daycare is the only place that's happening? Nah, bro, like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
So inspiring to see that what my community could do in just 30 years. Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're black, Muslim, we're immigrant, and we're
and you still don't. A lot of y'all still don't speak English.
To be that successful, it should be really applauded.
No, you guys are not that successful in Minnesota. 89% of immigrant Somali households are on some type of welfare.
It's time for you guys to go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. The jig's up. It's been fun. You had a great 30 years. It's been a great run, guys. You know, and I gotta respect them in a way, right? I mean, y'all really just came in here, put your dick on the table and said, listen, bitch, this is the way it's gonna be. And some people listened. They did. And they shouldn't have, but they did. But it's over now. Let's go ahead. We gotta move back. We gotta go beyond this.
You look above my head, you'll see that.
And also, here's another component. This is really important. A lot of these low-income immigrant populations that are like besides Somalians, like, like people from South America, they're doing the same thing. It's not like Somalians are like the monopolizers of scams. They're not but the monopolizers of coming to America and living off of American fucking taxpayers, right? This is happening everywhere. It's a completely unsustainable situation. It's not. Even Canada is deporting people. We don't want them. I don't believe Canada is deporting anybody. But how do they get over here and know how to rig our system? Because it's easy. They get enabled by doing it, and there are some people that are Americans that work with them to make it easier for them. So, like, they might have an in inside of, like, some administration or some government office, and so they work with that person in order to do things. That's generally what happens.
Are on cash. If we go over to food stamps, you'll see that 62%
oh my God.
are on food stamps.
Yeah, you look at this, right? 28% of Medicaid. So, like, again, I don't see how this is there's no other solution to this other than mass deporting all of them. All of these people that are on welfare every single one of them should be deported. Every single one. Deport them, deport their family, deport their kids. They're all going back. Absolutely. And by the way, anybody who doesn't have this viewpoint, do not vote for them. Stay home until this is on the table. Because this should be on the table. This should be the entire table. So until that happens, I mean, there's no reason to even go out and vote. Really, there's no reason to go out and vote for any reason. Yeah, I mean, what is this?
If we go to Medicaid, you'll see that 86% are on Medicaid.
Seize everything they have, too? I wouldn't seize everything they have unless they're criminals. If they're criminals and they have any sort of history of fraud or anything like that, then I would seize all of their assets and then send them back with nothing. That is what I would do. But, and they should be lucky. They're getting sent back. I think that's pretty nice, right? I mean, we're a reasonable group of people. All right, guys, yep, you had your fun. Now it's time to go home. Yeah, I mean, you do this in another country, you're not going back, right? And so I'm a nice guy. What can I say? So, yeah, seize it 3 times. Exactly, it's fraud. It is. That's going to change. It isn't complicated. Fraud plus government oversight failure equals inside jobs. Yeah.
So 89% of Somali immigrant families that have children are on some type of welfare in the United States.
Yeah, they're parasites. The fuck are, what else could they be?
89%.
It's ridiculous.
And this is coming from the Center for Immigration Studies.
Yeah.
Now, in the vast majority of cases, if someone is on Medicaid, they are a net recipient in tax dollars, meaning the
Y'all see
value of
this?
the benefits they receive from the government is more than they
Wait. Let me listen to that again. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Medicaid. They are a net recipient in tax dollars.
A net recipient. So a net recipient means a net negative.
Meaning the value of the benefits they receive from the government is more than they pay into the federal tax system.
There you go.
Again, that means they're a net recipient.
Yep.
They are taking from the system more than they're contributing to.
That's
the system.
right. And you don't even know how bad it is because you're not counting the other things that they do that cost us money.
So essentially 9 out of 10 Somali immigrant families that have children are taking more in dollars than they are giving to our federal tax system.
Let's hear that again.
They are taking from the system, contributing to the system. So essentially 9 out of 10 Somali immigrant families that have children are taking more in dollars than they are giving to our federal tax system.
Isn't this a joke? This is crazy, right? Y'all believe that? Wow.
I wouldn't
It's like, what a surprise that a bunch of people from some shithole somewhere, they come over here, they don't do anything. Wow. What a surprise. Who could have guessed?
find that as success.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it real. We should also be paying attention to this and just not ignoring it. But let's go back. Look at the light gray. It says Somali immigrant households with children over 10 years in the U.S. So these families have had over 10 years in the United States.
That's a long time.
There's only a 3% difference in the amount that are on Medicaid and not.
Well, I mean, who gives a shit? The thing is that, like, if any of them are out there, they should be gone. Hasn't the Somali GDP gone up like 10 billion? Well, if it has, I think I might know why. In what universe can someone justify that as a good thing? Well, the reason why people justify it, so you have to understand that it's not complicated, right? Like, this is not like there's not a huge elaborate tapestry of incentives and goals and methods. No, it's actually really simple. The reason why they think it's okay is because these people are not white, and they have the people that are doing it think that these people will vote for their policies. If these people don't like immigrants, if it was a bunch of Russian immigrants that love Donald Trump, they'd be saying to kick them all out. Like, they're only voting for these Somalians, and they only want these Somalians in the country because what they do is they effectively give them more votes. That's it. It's just they're doing it for votes. I mean, there you go. Why isn't Trump doing anything about it? Because Trump is a talker. Trump is a great bullshitter. He is a great guy to have to tell jokes at like at a wedding, right? He's amazing for that. But the problem is that whenever it gets down to brass tacks and it comes down to really executing something in the most direct way possible, he really just drops the ball. He does. He drops the ball. And I think that's the big reason why I didn't vote for him. Because I saw this happen in his first term. He came in, guns blazing. I'm going to build the wall. I'm going to put all these people in jail. We're going to drain the swamp. None of this happened. So really, whenever he ran the second time, I said, okay, well, this guy's better than Kamala Harris, sure. But like, I don't really think that's a good frame of reference. That bitch was retarded. So really, I mean, I didn't feel like, I would have rather had him than her, sure. But realistically, both of them were not what I wanted. So that's what I would say. That's been all talk, but then I didn't vote. No, I think that I'm one of the only people that isn't all talk, because whenever you resign yourself down to choosing between the lesser of two evils, you now have effectively let them win the game. You have now let them go through in another election cycle, getting a reward for doing nothing. And that's my outlook on it, right? That's what I think. And so when I hear that, I don't look at that at all. Millionaire luxury belief? It's absolutely not. And again, I don't think that anybody should or shouldn't vote for anything that they believe, but I don't believe it's a luxury belief at all. And I'll explain the reason why. It's because really, people voting for the lesser of two evils, the only thing that's done over the last years is it's just made everybody's life worse. So how is it that, like, oh my God, this is a luxury belief when I'm the only person that's saying that, hey, look, guys, look, the graph is going down. The graph is going down. And they said, well, if we don't vote for the one, maybe it'll go down faster. that's the worst argument that you could possibly have. Why don't you be a little bit more positive? Think about what would happen if the graph went up. Can you imagine that? You could go up. Not voting doesn't change anything either. It does. If enough people choose not to vote, and they also choose candidates that represent their viewpoints. I mean, I also do support candidates that represent what my viewpoints are. I don't think it's like one thing or another, okay? But my point is that I don't think that you should ever allow yourself to be corralled into the idea, I have to choose the lesser of two evils thing. But not voting won't stop them because all the retards will have enough votes for the bad candidate. I know, and the bad candidate needs to win. Bad candidates need to win in order for... So this is... Let me finish this video, and I'm going to explain the reason why, okay? Let me finish that. Let me do this first.
So after they've been in the U.S. for 10 plus years, 83% of these Somali immigrant families with children are still on Medicaid.
10 years we're paying for these fuckers. 10 years. Can you imagine that? Oh my God. We want to talk about sending money to Israel. We're sending money to Somalia too.
Again, that is not success.
Like, let me look this up, right? How much money goes to Israel in foreign aid every year? So 6 million? No, I actually wait. No, it's more than 6 million. It's way more. 3.8 billion in military aid. So 500 million in cooperative missile systems. So for 2025, it's 3.8 billion. So just so you guys can understand this, everybody is up in arms and furious about Israel getting aid. And I agree with you guys. I think that it's a bad thing. But compare that to the fraud in just Minnesota. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Annually, yes. Yes, Israel's going, yeah, it's not that much. No, it's not a huge amount of money. Now, that we know of, I know. But what do you think the fraud is also that we know of? Of course. So, yeah, definitely. And doesn't Israel give any money to USA? No, not a whole lot, right? But anyway, that's the way I see this stuff, right? And let me go back. Where the hell to go? Yeah, there it is.
And that's not being racist or hating. That's just reality.
That's the way it is.
So please do not come preaching in our face something that is not true. Anyway, that's all I got for now, guys. Just a reminder, free email newsletter. Send it out every morning. The link is in my bio. It's a great place to get direct information from me. And I go more in detail there than I do in many of these videos. So the link's in my profile.
It's a good video.
When you click it, you'll see the screen right here. Just drop your email in, hit subscribe, and you'll be good to go. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, no, it was a good video. I like that. I appreciate that. That was great. That's not how USAID works for Israel. All I'm saying, listen, I don't want to hear your fucking explanation. I don't want to hear your, actually, my point is that everybody gets up in arms about the amount of money that we send to Israel. And yeah, we shouldn't be sending money to Israel. But my point is that we're sending money to all these other countries too through fraud. That's it. And so that's really my main point. Why do bad candidates need to win? So let me explain the reason why we need to allow bad candidates to win, okay? So basically, we need to have a platform, like this is my outlook on it. This is what I think that should happen. Completely closed borders, no illegal aliens. Every single illegal alien is deported out of the country and having their assets seized on the way out. Unless you self-deport, then you can keep it and come back. And if you don't, we take all of their assets, take their house, take their car, take all of their money, debank them, take everything they have. Then on top of that, every non-net positive immigrant is deported out of the country. Every citizen, non-positive, net positive, is denaturalized and deported. Every person who is involved in any degree of corruption or any of this Epstein stuff is brought up on trial. Any of these judges that are ruling to let any of these violent criminals go out, if any of these violent criminals come out and they, commit another crime, the judge gets charged as being an accessory to that crime. Judge goes to jail too. And let's see, besides that, I think that would really be about it. Like, that would be the beginning of it, right? And so until you have a candidate that's willing to do those things and embody those principles, you should stay home and vote. And not vote, I mean. And the reason, I'm going to explain the reason why. It's not happening, it'll happen. People said it's not. People said doing mass deportations was not happening 10 years ago, and now it's happening, right? It's not happening as much as I think it should, but it is happening. So this entire idea that, there's no way it's going to happen, it can easily happen. So you just have to make things bad enough. And so whenever things get really bad, people will choose extreme solutions. And the problem right now is that enough people are comfortable to where basically it's not that big of a deal to them. They don't really care too much about it. It's like, yeah, it's annoying, it's bad, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. So, you know, their life goes on and everything is okay. But the main solution and the main thing that needs to happen is that as soon as those people, their daily lives are ruined, this is a millionaire take? No, it's actually the opposite. It's totally the opposite. Because I see this and I understand it right now. Like, I don't need to have this proven to me. But I think that there's a lot of dumb, average Americans out there that have to see their quality of life go down by these consequences of these policies in order to realize that they need to take decisive and extreme action to solve the problem. Is this the...
How you doing, man?
I just want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Why are you sensationalizing the propaganda?
What are we sensationalizing?
To attack our community. What's your final objective?
We're not attacking your community by any means.
Are you making good money from this?
We're looking for fraud.
No, I'm
For instance, can you answer our question? Where's Safari Transportation Company 607?
1 second.
It's not there.
How much money are you? How much money are you making?
Dreamline Security.
How much money are you making
I
off
make money
of
off
this?
of YouTube. That's how I make my money.
Exactly. So you're making money off of sensationalizing.
That my job.
And attacking
is,
the Somali community.
I'm not attacking you guys. We're asking.
I'll tell you the reason why this is happening. All right. Let me tell you the reason why you're attacking
fraud,
this.
Correct?
Yes.
This has nothing to do.
And it's really important that you guys keep this in mind because these people act like a voting bloc. While they are encouraging other people not to be racist against them, they are completely racist. This is a complete own group and out group bias. They're defending fraud because it's being done by people that look like them. That's what's happening. It's obvious.
With race?
They're aggressively tribalist. They are.
This has to do with us being Muslim.
No, it does not.
All right, and us being from Africa.
Uh-huh.
This is a constitutional argument. If you don't want us here...
Never let these people invoke the Constitution against you. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't give a shit about it. They only care about the Constitution to the extent that they can weaponize it against you to further steal and become parasites in your country. They don't care about it. They don't give a shit about it. Do not even engage in the argument. By engaging with the argument, you lose. Because you're basically dealing with somebody who's trying to lie to you. Somebody who's trying to misrepresent things to you. They treat it as weakness, not empowerment. Exactly. He said Constitution like it was a spell. Yep, that's right. And that's what they do, is that they use your values against you in the most cynical way possible while embodying and agreeing with none of them. They only have your values to the extent that those values can be weaponized in their favor. That's it. They're engaging in bad faith. Yes, never let somebody in bad faith dictate a conversation or engage what they're saying. There's no reason to.
Change the freedom of religion. Say, listen, we don't want Muslims in this country anymore.
We're not saying...
If they keep this up, people are going to say that. That's what's funny. Is that the more that they push this, like, oh, we're all the same, we're all Muslims, you just don't like us because we're Muslim, it's going to make people say eventually, yeah, actually we are, you have to leave now. It's going to make it a lot worse.
No. Because when I go onto your comments, when I go onto your comments, what I see is...
Somebody gets pressed in the comments section and they show up in real life. Oh, God. Here we go.
There's people that say we do not want Muslims here. Kick every single Muslim in Minnesota out.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100% that's what people think. Of course. And the reason why they think that is because instead of taking personal accountability, you displace accountability across the other millions of people that are Muslim in America that aren't doing this. I know plenty of people that are Muslims in America, and basically every Muslim that I know in America is rich. They're rich. And so, like, this entire idea, and they're rich in the Middle East, too. It's not like they came here and they scammed us. No, there are rich families over here. How the fuck do you think they got here? It's because they're rich. And so the fact is that, no, this is not every Muslim, but whenever you constantly use the religion as a shield, you constantly say, you're just doing this because we're Muslim. You're just doing this because we're from Africa. You're just doing this because we're black. Whenever you do that enough times, people are going to listen to that messaging and then respond As in, like, yeah, we are. You see kind of what's happening here?
Out of Minnesota.
That's a comment.
You are, listen, you're
That's not
preparing
Mm-hmm.
for the Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps. Just like the Japanese community, all right?
Bad actors trying to use association to a bigger group as a shield? Yeah. They're trying to use it as a shield to drag down the entire group. Exactly. The Japanese. What's he talking about Japanese for?
To maybe be taken to concentration camps. Just like the Japanese community, all right?
Concentration camps. See, this is like, you can see very clearly, this is like a mode of like emotional messaging and emotional blackmail, right? Where it's, oh, do you remember concentration camps? Do you remember racism, Islamophobia? You don't like us because we're black. This is like, you know, the Japanese concentration camps in World War II. Now, all they're doing is they're just weaponizing your values against you. Never even play into this.
You're sensationalizing.
Never play into it.
All right, something that can listen. That's something that can jeopardize the safety and the protection of the Somali community.
Volume shit. Volume's fine.
Happens to
What do you
the
mean?
Somali community. Listen,
Volume's
I'm
fine.
not physically touching
You're
him.
getting very close.
I'm not physically touching him. No, I'm not physically touching him.
Yep.
This is fraud.
What
We're
you're
talking
doing,
about fraud.
what you're
You're
doing,
defending fraud.
when I go into your comments,
You're defending fraud.
people who hate Muslims want us out of.
Absolutely. Of course, people that hate Muslims are going to be in the comments of a video of a group that's primarily Muslim doing something bad. Duh. What are you, fucking retarded? Obviously, that's the case.
Here for being
Like, if you watch a video of, like, a fat person falling down and you read the comments, it's going to be a bunch of people that don't like fat people. If you watch a video of a white person doing something stupid and then looking dumb, there's going to be a bunch of people in the comments that don't like white people. If you look at a clip of a black person doing something bad or, like, stealing something, it's going to be a bunch of racist comments. Like, this is, duh. Of course this is the way it is. Of course.
are using
It's obvious.
material.
Bingo?
Islamophobes
Yeah, bingo.
Use your material. People who hate Islam use your material.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. So maybe stop giving him material. If you actually care about Islam, stop using it as a shield.
Say to us, we don't want you here. Change the Constitution. But guess what? Let me
Be careful what you wish for.
tell you something. Guess what?
Say it. We're asking about
You
fraud.
know, what you do.
about fraud.
You hate Muslims.
Uh-huh.
You hate Muslims. Why are you attacking us? Are we the only community that suffers because of fraud?
We're talking about
Are
fraud.
we the only community?
Well, 89%'s pretty bad. I mean, that's pretty bad. Like, I mean, we're really gonna act like this is not bad? It's really bad. But we're talking about, like, I mean, obviously it's not everybody, but like 89% though? Damn, that's a big percentage. That's a massive percentage, bro. Like, wow.
That's fraud. Are we the only community?
And this is what happens. It's not the fault of the person reporting the fraud. Or sorry, it's not the fault of the person doing the fraud. It's the fault of the person that's reporting it. That's right.
This is about fraud.
All right, but there's what, 300 Somali providers in all of Minnesota?
There's 300? He's got some work to do. Oh my God. There's 300 of these. Holy shit. What is this guy saying? I'm Muslim and this isn't people doing us any favor, us Muslims painting us like criminals? I know, everybody knows that. The thing is, and actually everybody doesn't know that. And I think that a lot of you guys, I mean, again, it would be great to have more like law-abiding American Muslims stepping out and saying, hey, like, no, this isn't because you're a Muslim, it's because you're a fucking thief. Get out of here, you piece of shit. If you did it in one of our countries, your hand would be gone. So, and you'd be lucky if it was only the hand. So, no, I appreciate that, right? I'd really appreciate that. That'd be great.
Don't touch me. Do you speak English, right?
There's a reason why they don't do this shit over there.
Listen, let me tell you something.
See, this isn't a race issue,
Listen, let me
This
say
is about
something.
fraud.
You never argue with these people. Never argue with them. Never debate with them. It doesn't matter what you tell them. It doesn't matter what they say. Literally, it is a total waste of time. It's like trying to debate with an animal. And it's not because it's like they're a minority before somebody goes, oh, he says minorities are animals. No, there's plenty of people that aren't minorities that I also treat like animals too, okay? I'm an equal opportunity dehumanizer. So really, people that act this way, you can't look at these people as people. You have to look at them as like a NPC or a robot that really your only goal needs to be, how to just get this person out of your life. Like, that's it. And if to the extent that you actually listen to these people or take them seriously, that's the extent that you'll be deceived.
We have what?
They don't care. Yeah, I don't
providers?
care.
Yeah, you guys have a.
Even it's 2,000 providers.
Yeah, you can't use logic on a person that's doesn't care about logic. You can't explain something to a person that doesn't want to listen.
You want to sacrifice the safety of 80,000 people because of fucking 2,000 providers? Okay. Are you?
Yeah. Yeah, shouldn't have done it. And also the safety. What do you mean the safety? The safety of you getting our benefits, living off our shit? Yeah, I think that should be on the fucking chopping block.
Fucking mad?
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
I'm not stupid. You're stupid.
You're sensationalizing. What about if a mass shooting happens in Minnesota? It will be because of you.
If a mass shooting happens,
it will be because of you.
see, this is it, right? It's like, it's again, oh, well, somebody might get mad at us for doing this. So basically now you can't criticize us because if you do, something bad could happen to me. Why isn't he this mad at the people scamming? Exactly. Like, because what he should be doing is he should be going to these different, if you're actually an American, which you're not an American, you need to be deported immediately. And you need to be arrested, rounded up by ICE, and deported and sent back to Somalia, wherever the fuck you came from. Number one, you're not an American. Number two, besides that, if theoretically you were, you should be at those businesses saying, hey guys, stop fucking scamming, stop doing this shit, it's making us look bad, and you're destroying our image in the community. That's it. Do you think this is red herring to bigger fraud at a much higher level? It's not a red herring, but it's more or less the tip of the iceberg. I think that, I actually think this, I genuinely think that there is over $1 trillion of fraud in the budget. Over $1 trillion. That's going to bullshit every single year.
If any Somali gets hurt in Minnesota, it's because of Nick fucking...
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Like, what are we supposed to do? Oh my God, now we can't criticize Somalians because somebody could get hurt? I don't care. Who cares?
Shirley. If any Somali...
It's emotional. It's emotional manipulation. That's what it is. Never play into emotional manipulation.
If one single Somali gets hurt, it's because of you. Sensationalize this. You
shit.
Son of a bitch. Sensationalize this.
Wow,
get the fuck out of our neighborhood. Get the fuck out of our neighborhood. Get the fuck out of our neighborhood. We don't want you here.
You can see how they manufacture consent to be violent, right? Is that they create an imaginary scenario where he is the one that's manifesting violence against them, and they use that imaginary scenario to manufacture consent for them to be violent against him. That's what they're doing. That's exactly what it is. Ironic how he says, we don't want you here? It sure is. People criticize Catholics all the time and no one bats an eye when churches are shut up. Yeah, that's because if you criticize somebody, it doesn't mean that, it's your fault if something bad happens to them. Elon said based off Doge experience, he estimates a minimum of 20% of the federal budget is fraud. Only 20%. We're under par.
Oh, your neighborhood.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You want to sensationalize? You want to clicks? You got clicks.
This guy really likes filming his dick.
You got clicks.
Yeah.
You want to click? You want the YouTube?
Yeah.
You want the YouTube clicks? You got YouTube clicks. Now get the fuck out of our community.
Tell me where the
Get the fuck out of our community.
Jesus Christ.
You stupid, racist motherfucker. Say I don't want Muslims here. Say I don't want Muslims here. Say it. Say I want to change the Constitution, and I want to change freedom of religion.
Never even engage with these people for even a second. They don't care about the Constitution. You don't care about freedom of religion. You don't care about any of that stuff. None of that matters to you. Shut up. No, it's not even worth responding to. Should have called ICE? Yeah, you should have called ICE.
And I don't want Muslim Somalis in Minnesota. Kick them out. I was born in this country. You have to take the passport away from me. That is what you are.
He acts like this is impossible. Like we can't do that. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, that's shit. Okay, perfect.
We're not talking.
Change the Constitution. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my community. Get the fuck out of our community. Get the fuck out of our community.
Out of our community. That's right.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, man. I'm actually surprised this retard figured out how to upload a YouTube video and actually put this on the internet. But I guess it's better for everybody that he did, right?
Hello, I'm HHS Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill. I'm here with Assistant Secretary Alex Adams. Alex oversees the Administration for Children and Families. Intrepid journalists have made shocking and credible allegations of extensive fraud in Minnesota's child care programs.
Yes.
We believe the state of Minnesota has allowed scammers and fake daycares to siphon millions of taxpayer dollars over the past decade.
Incorrect. Billions.
My office, ACF, provides Minnesota $185 million in child care funds each year.
That's a lot.
That money should be helping 19,000 American children, including toddlers and infants. Any dollar stolen by fraudsters is stolen from those children. Yesterday, I spoke directly with the director of the Minnesota Child Care Services Office. She could not tell me with confidence whether those allegations of fraud are isolated or whether there's fraud stretching statewide.
Today, we have taken 3 direct actions against the blatant fraud that seems to be rampant in Minnesota. First, I have activated our Defend the Spend system for all ACF child care payments across America. Starting today, we require a justification, receipt, or photo evidence before we make a payment.
Oh, shit. All right.
Second, I have just signed and sent a demand letter to Governor Walz. I required a full 360 review of these centers. This includes attendance records, licenses, complaints, investigations, and inspections.
And third, we've launched a dedicated fraud reporting hotline and email address at childcare.gov. Whether you're a parent, a provider, a member of the public, we want to hear from you.
Okay.
Let me be crystal clear. ACF expects every state to uphold the highest standards of
roach them out, boys. Roach them out.
Oversight, monitoring, and accountability for federal dollars. Minnesota is no exception.
We're committed to holding bad actors accountable.
And?
Regardless of rank or office, anyone who's involved in perpetrating this fraud against the American people should expect to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Produced.
This is 10% to 20% of what I want. This is 10 to 20%. I think it's a good start. It's a good start. You guys, all right. Would I vote based off of this if you apply this rule? No, I won't. Still won't vote. Nope. I want to see him getting lined up, deported back. I want to see him. Tim Wall is going to jail. Other people like this going to jail. Now this is a good start. It's a great start. I love the start. We love the start, but it's a start. It's not a conclusion. You gotta do work. Yep, and pretty good for less than a week. Need to actually go to jail. The most concerning thing is no inspection or regulation of the child holding systems. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and before a liberal judge says they can't do this, put the judge in jail. Get rid of him. Yep, just ignore it. And what are they going to do? What's the judge going to do? They're going to, okay, you can't do it. All right, we'll do it anyway. All right, that's pretty much over. How do you feel about the money going to charitable, creditable after schools? It depends really on what it is, right? Cool, but imagine the same commercial, but it was Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. I think you're right about that. Yeah, if it honestly, they should have, that's a good idea. Yeah, they could have wrestlers do this instead of these guys, these nerds. Yeah, and you're right about this. Clearly, government acting on its own propaganda from paid actors. Well, thank God. I was waiting for that. Yeah, I was waiting for that for a while. Those tricks won't be... You don't be playing them tricks with me? Absolutely not. 100%, bro. Thanks for contributing to the start. Yeah, I do my best. And again, bitch, cry, complain, get mad, mauled, and then do everything that you can, and eventually... Real's Biden administration intentionally buried Minnesota fraud probes to protect Biden-connected allies. Then where are the charges? Why are they not in jail? That's what you got to do. You've got to send them to jail. If they don't go to jail, then nothing happens. So, what is this?
Damaan, Sha'abka Somaliyed, Kayimid, Mogid, Leahe, Eid Wanaxan, Eid Mubarak, Damantin, Wahana, Idin.
It's going to have to stop, guys. This is, we're done. We're done. I'm totally done with this shit. I am so fucking done with this shit. This is crazy. Yes. And, yeah, well, understandable. Yeah, this is insane. English motherfucker. Exactly. I can't imagine being an American citizen and voting for this shit.